If you are looking for a job in IT industry, let's say in data analyst or a data scientist role, or specifically in any niche role, then having a great LinkedIn profile is very, very important. Because if you compare the current portals, say like let's say LinkedIn portal and Naukri.com, LinkedIn is definitely leading. Specifically, many international companies, they are posting jobs only on LinkedIn. So it is very important to have a great LinkedIn profile to land good roles in the market. Hi guys, my name is Rohit, and in today's video I will share with you few important tips and the importance of having a good LinkedIn profile. Let's get started. Okay, so the first point is on portals like Naukri.com, you would see more and more jobs from most of the Indian companies. But what I have specifically seen is many startups or companies which are creating their offshore centers here in India. They are mainly preferring LinkedIn portal. So if you compare the number of jobs available, let's say for data analyst or data scientist on LinkedIn, they are much more, maybe 5 to 10 times more than the number of jobs listed on Naukri. So you have to create a great profile on LinkedIn. And many times, even the headhunters or the HR managers, HR recruiters who are trying to find the relevant candidates, they would do the search on LinkedIn. Personally, in 2022, I got approached by HRs of various companies, including companies like Amazon, Meta, and Google. And I was very surprised that even without being active in the job market, without applying for roles, I'm getting approached from so many recruiters. And this was possible only based on the LinkedIn profile. So when you create your LinkedIn profile, you have to make sure that there are few guidelines which you should definitely follow. First of all, you should have a professional photo. Then when you are writing the about section, right? In about section, clearly write about you, what kind of experience you have, what you have done in the past. So by reading that, any hiring manager or any recruiter should get clarity on your skill sets and what you are targeting in terms of your next role. Then your title should be accurately written, because most of the filtering when people are searching for relevant candidates, even now when I'm hiring in my startup, when I want to hire, let's say, a digital marketing expert, right? I would do the filtering based on the title, and that's how LinkedIn works as well. So your title has to be very accurate based on your skill set and what kind of role you are doing or what kind of role you want to target, because that would help you to get attention from the right kind of people. Another thing is, specifically even in my previous companies, when I was hiring specifically niche skill set like data scientist, I would tell you it is very difficult to find right candidates from the natural applications that you are getting by posting jobs on LinkedIn or any platform. So even hiring managers would try to find candidates in their network which look like a great candidates, good candidates, and they would also refer those candidates in their companies. I did that a lot when I was in my previous company. I always spent some effort to find the right candidates in the market apart from the candidates that we were getting from our recruitment pool. And to get shortlisted or to get the attention of hiring manager, you have to build your great LinkedIn profile. Again, if you are someone who is trying to get into new role, let's say in data analyst or a data scientist role, you must be building some projects, right? So make sure that you are sharing those projects on LinkedIn. However you have built those, whatever experience you have, along with, let's say, your Git link, you can share the basics of those projects on your LinkedIn account, because that would help you to get attention from right people, attention from recruiters, attention from hiring managers, and it would also help you to build your network, because that network is going to help you to find right opportunities in the market. Now, when I talk about the projects, I don't think even 2% people are sharing about their open source projects on LinkedIn. Maybe just 1% people might be doing it. So if you start doing it with respect to the kind of projects which you're building on sideline apart from your main work, because your main work might be confidential, you might not be able to share much about it on LinkedIn. But I'm very sure you would be building some projects on the sideline. Specifically, if you're trying to get into data analyst and data scientist role, you'd be building some projects, right? So share information about those projects on LinkedIn, because if only 1% people are doing it, so you're already cutting down 99% of your competition if you start posting on LinkedIn about your projects. That would also help you to build your profile. Even when you apply for jobs on LinkedIn, if you have a great LinkedIn profile, that is going to help LinkedIn algorithm as well in two ways: to suggest you, to recommend you right kind of job openings, and also to give you higher rating when you apply. Because as I'm now like posting for the jobs in my startup, when I get the application, I'm already getting some suggestions from LinkedIn who is the good fit and who is not. So that suggestion, that recommendation, that ranking is happening based on what kind of information you have put on your LinkedIn profile. For every job in the past, make sure that you are putting 3 to 4 bullet points with respect to what kind of work you are doing, what were your technical and non-technical skill sets, because that information is going to help you to get shortlisted, guys. And once you get shortlisted, you can perform in the interview. So LinkedIn profile is really, really important to get more interview calls, to get shortlisted for the interview, to build network for the future. Personally, I know many people who have landed great roles, specifically in the leadership roles, just based on their LinkedIn activity. So that's why it is very important to spend time to build your LinkedIn profile. And if you do that, it would help you not in just short term, it would help you in the long term as well. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you got some important tips and tricks, and I would see you in the next video. Bye bye.